Good morning. So, so I really did wake up this way. So, let me adjust my bed. So it's official. My life is falling apart. In the last week, I have woke up 2 days. For 2 days. And grabbed the camera. That means it's coming to a close. Happy Sunday. I have the house all to myself. My family went camping last night, and I decided to opt out for personal reasons. So now it's Sunday morning, about 7 o'clock, and I am awake, flipping through the channels. Because of this here Rona, church is closed. Very disturbing. And if I'm being honest, it is not easy to orient yourself to having church at home. A doctor just died from the Rona. That's scary. So, excuse me. So now I'm just flipping through the channels, and
Jesus is all on TV because it's Sunday and that's nice. So I'm gonna watch one of these for a little bit and get some motivation, and I'm gonna get out of the bed, and I am going to
get up right now. We're gonna get up right now and go turn on the coffee maker. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna get up right now and go put on the coffee.
So this part is different. You have to walk around with the camera and hold it and talk to people, even though there's no one there. No one's listening. So, coffee maker on. Coffee grounds. Coffee mug. Let the sunlight in. Let the sunlight in. Where's that thing? Where's that thing? Got a water source. Since we are not buying water bottles anymore, this little baby here makes it easy. And Macrima. I should put some pants on. Hold on.
Alright, instead of pants, I just went and found a sheet. So, Keurig coffee commencing.
So I guess I gotta get used to talking to the camera, leaving the camera in person, because the camera, even though the camera is not a person, but I have to imagine that the camera is a person because you are a person, and you happen to be looking at the image on the screen that is being taken by the camera. So, with that said, I will somehow try to mentally prepare myself for having random conversation with the camera, because I find it kind of odd. But I think this is where most of us are now. We are going stir crazy and losing our mind. I'm not some superstar where I get to just be home and, not lose my mind. But I am home, and I am losing my mind a bit. Not simply because of the quarantine. I kind of enjoy spending this time with my children, my little people. All right, so coffee. This is a Keurig refill because if I didn't say it already in a previous video, or even this one, the girl got laid off. The Rona was a perfect opportunity for my job to restructure. Restructuring, not because of the Rona, restructuring because of a contract that we had that was ending. I don't know, some contract. But anyway, I'm not bitter.
It sucks to lay people off in a pandemic, but I'm not a business owner, so I don't know the struggle. But what I do know, this is what I do know, and I believe this to be true about myself. If I were a business owner right now in this pandemic, I think I would do what I can do to keep my employees on versus what these companies are doing. What these companies and organizations are doing is they are taking advantage of this pandemic so they can fire people. Let's say you make $40,000 a year, which is higher than minimum wage. But anyways, we're not even going to get into that, right? So let's say you make $40,000 a year right now, and the pandemic hits. And for some reason, your employer feels like $40,000 a year is a lot of money, way too much money for his organization or her organization with her sensitive smelling nose to pay right now. So they don't want to pay $40,000. So what they do is they restructure and downsize your $40,000 position, and then they re-advertise and rehire for your exact same position, but they pay $35,000 instead of $40,000. That's jacked up. So that is how businesses and organizations and corporations, CEOs and CFOs and CCOs and CEOs that don't care about people because they have those licenses and those titles and they're getting those bonus checks. That's how they take advantage of a pandemic or a crisis or an epidemic. They restructure, and then when all of this is over, they flood the markets and they rehire. But they rehire at a discount. So this is something that I did not know. I am learning this. As I go in this pandemic. I am unfortunately one of the ones that got laid off, but God is good. So I have already been offered another position with another company that I interviewed for via Zoom and Microsoft Teams. I'm not that technologically savvy, but anyways, I got a position. I got an offer, but it's less. It's less than what I was making at the position when I was laid off. And that is not fair. And that is unfortunate. But because of the situation, and I am a responsible parent who has to pay bills and take care of her offspring, I accepted that position, accepting less. With that said, I am still interviewing with other positions. And hopefully one of those other positions offers me either the equivalent or more. More would be good.
I think my skills and my talents are worth what I have in mind as a salary. I don't think it's asking too much, but, still got to earn it and work for it. So there's that. Anyways, my coffee's ready. So I'm going to use some creamer here. Some honey. Instead of sugar, I'm going to use this here honey. So I also have to learn how to edit.
Because I don't know how to edit videos. As again, I am new to this, so some of my videos might be a little long. Some of my videos might have unnecessary content in it. Some of the transitions might not be the best. I am pretty good at PowerPoint. But I hear this editing of videos is a different beast. It's a different monster. I don't know it, so we'll figure it out. Anyways, all right, my coffee is made. So now let's venture back
We're gonna watch a little bit of news and get our devotion on. Oh, sorry. Okay. Cheers. Salute. Cheers and salute coffee.
Video. All right, so how does this work? I think that's still gonna be too much lighting in the back. Yeah, there's gonna have to be a light on back here. Haha! All right, so that backlight will have to be on, and then that will help this not be so. All right. But for now, no backlight. All right, so I'm trying to obviously figure out, and I'm not. Okay, I feel like I need to disclose, but I'm not digging. But I have this weird habit of scratching, and right now it's like allergy season, so. Anyways, so if you see me do that and you are considering following me or subscribing or liking or clicking notifications, just remember it's something that I do. So you might see it periodically from time to time, and I don't even think about it sometimes when I do it. It's just kind of happens like that. So there's that. So I am considering what kind of videos to do because I cannot do makeup. I do my own hair, but with the light on, you would see that it's obviously not a professional grade hairdo at all, but I am okay with it because it saved me a lot of duckies. I do my own nails. I have my own little nail kit that I do my nails, and I try and keep my nails did weekly, every 2 weeks, that sort of thing, because as we know, self-care is super important, and having my nails done makes me feel good. I don't do makeup tutorials or anything like that. I will do some makeup videos where I do my own makeup and I upload it, but not necessarily makeup tutorials, because I am not one to tutor to anyone because I don't know how to do it. So I cannot guide you on how to do it. I can just show you how I do it, and sometimes it turns out good and I like it, and then sometimes it doesn't and I don't. But what I have decided is that perhaps I'll take you guys along with me on that journey. Why? I don't know. Not necessarily to become YouTube famous, because I hear that pressure of those YouTube checks is ridiculous, and I don't need those YouTube checks. No. We can all use more money. I don't want those YouTube checks. I don't want the pressure of those checks, but I do want to know people and talk to people. I like to encourage people. I like to motivate people. That's what I do. That's like the heart and the core of me, is loving on people and motivating people and helping people. I love people, not things. That's probably why I always got snakes in my dreams. When you see my partner, give him a hug. Tell him all I ever wanted was the love. Shout out to E40. So yeah, so that's what's going to be happening on my channel. If you have any comments or if you have any ideas, you can link them below. I am going to not link them below. You can just leave them below, because if there was anything being linked below, I would be the one to link it. I'm learning the terminology too. But I also plan to maybe record some fun things with my little people, my children, maybe us cooking something or baking something I can't bake, or doing some sort of home DIY project, because of course we're all home now, and we've like organized the living room a couple times. I've reorganized the things a couple times. I've reorganized my closet now. And that sounds exciting, but it's not. I would like to do something else. I would like to do other things. I would like to do other things. This virus is driving me crazy. So I have seasonal allergies, and for about 3 or 4 of the days last week, 3 out of the 7, my allergies were kicking my ass, and I thought perhaps I had that Rona. Oh my goodness, I didn't say nothing. I was terrified, and it's just like in those movies. My husband asked me, why wouldn't I say anything? Because it's just like in those movies where people get bit by the vampire, or bit by the zombie, and they don't say anything, and then they change all of a sudden and kill all their friends and family. I would not have done that. Eventually, I would have been like, look, I don't think these are allergies. But now I'm pretty sure they're allergies. I'm like 99% sure that they're allergies. So that means I am the father. So hashtag no Rona. I just because I am new to social media, so I haven't had a Facebook or a Snapchat or a Twitter or an Instagram or any of those things. But I just activated some social media platforms, so that way I can start to reach out in a different kind of way and motivate and encourage people, because that's what I like to do, and I'm not doing that, and that is starting to get to me, because now I'm just like here in the house, and I attempt to motivate and encourage my children, but that's different. They don't want my motivation and my encouragement all day long. Who knew? Who knew? So what I will do, I am not fond of being on camera at all. I'm not fond of, I like to, I'm one of those people that likes to be behind the scenes. But I have to adjust, and I have to keep up with the times. A lot of business is going to like no contact, and I might end up actually having to counsel people online and do telemed services, telehealth services. So I must push myself outside of my comfort zone, because there is no growth in the comfort zone. We can only grow if we are made to be uncomfortable, so that way we can truly see what we are capable of and what we are made of. So I am not tripping, but I'm tripping. But what I am doing is I am just going to embrace this. I'm going to embrace these platforms, because these are platforms that can be used for more than just selfies and talking about celebrities. I mean, I know we, as a society, we worship our celebrities, but man, this here platform, this social media platform, could be used for so much more. And I would like to attempt to use it to educate and to educate and to motivate people. I would like to also use it to encourage people, and I will most likely use it for encouragement also, because again, I am laid off just like shucks 60% of the rest of us, or however many, whatever the percentage is now. And every now and again, my motivation is down, and I'm sitting in the house going through my woes and my sorrows, and feeling, worthless and all those things because I'm just home. Thank goodness that I had, vacation and PTO and those. So I have those things coming. But after those things, if there is no job, there is no money. So I too could use encouragement and motivation from time to time, but the Lord has blessed me to be pretty resilient and pretty strong. So I mostly want to offer encouragement to others. These are trying times for people right now. Lots of people have lost their jobs. People can't get goods and services that they need. My heart broke when I got laid off from my clients because I know a lot of my clients will be feeling this this restructuring of the organization, and that's unfair and it's unfortunate. But what can you do? We learn, we grow, we adjust, we adapt. But mostly, we are supposed to help one another, care for one another, the widowed and the orphan, giving this Christ-like love to people. We missed our focus at some point a long time ago, and this goes way back, a long time ago. We lost our focus, and our focus is to heal the planet and love each other, right? And we do that through Christ-like love, non-judgmentalness, and radical acceptance. But anyways, I'll get into some of those terms, I guess, in some of my later videos, because I'm going to be recording videos, because this is where we are. So anyways, wow, that is 20 minutes of video that I've almost recorded. I'm going to figure out how to edit this, and I'm going to shave those 20 minutes down maybe into like 12 so you can get bits and pieces, but not overwhelm you with. Anyways, I think on camera, if I'm on camera too long, I might start to get weird. So there's that. So, okay. So back to what I would like to do with this channel, but I have to practice good time management, and then I also have to figure out how to. It needs to be organized. I'm a person of lists. I like organization. So on this particular video, I guess I would use this as my intro to my channel video, even though there's nothing exciting on this video. It's just me making coffee. I didn't even go over my daily routine, but this is just the intro to me. I have had a YouTube channel for a little while now, but I'm not one for recording videos. I like to live life in the moment. But I'm gonna do my best. So again, I'll upload some makeup, get ready with me's, not tutorials. I'll be filming some get ready with me's in the future. I'm gonna try and film some things with the kids throughout the day, what we're doing and how we're surviving, how we are restructuring the house for homeschooling and arts and crafts and all that good jazz. And giving thanks when thanks is due. I won't talk too much about politics on here because I'm not a political person. Sometimes that goes above and beyond my intellectual capacity, and I'm totally fine saying that. And that's because I only started like really late in the game learning and figuring out politics. So I have some, obviously I am one of the things that when I was a kid in elementary school, middle school, and even high school, on all of my progress reports, and we shouldn't use big words like all or never, but on probably 85% of my progress reports and my report cards, my teachers would write the comment that she is very opinionated. She is over opinionated. She has to learn when to share her opinion. Anyways, basically along the line of the girl got opinions and she gives them freely. So in my my mature age, I do not just give them so freely anymore. However, I still got opinions. My filter is pretty legit at this point. I filter out, I'm going to say 80 to 85% of the things that I think in my brain. I filter, and I will use the one that's most appropriate. My brain works pretty fast sometimes putting things together. But I'm not like, I'm not a good storyteller, so my brain doesn't work that fast that way. And sometimes I don't do well with jokes. I don't do well with jokes. Not that I can't take a joke. I can take a joke quite well. I don't give jokes out that good because my brain don't work that fast. So like if you give me a snotty comment or something, my brain won't work fast enough for me to snap back. I'm not a snap backer. But man, later on, I could think of like 1,000 things that I should have said to you. But I'm all right with that too, because I don't need to be a snapbacker. Social media and YouTube and all of these other platforms are full of snapbackers, and I don't need to be one. I don't need to be one. So there's that. All right, so maybe, I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Just gonna start recording and uploading, and maybe I'll meet some people, and maybe I'll encourage some people and motivate some people. Maybe I'll learn something from your story and you can learn something from my story. Maybe I can offer you some encouragement and some motivating words, and maybe you can do the same for me. I think that's what this is supposed to be about, and I think all of the extra stuff is supposed to be a bonus. It's supposed to be an extra. I think like the checks and the likes and the accolades and those things are supposed to be extra. I feel like these platforms were created to connect people. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, don't get me started on conspiracy theories. So, remember, I did wake up this way. So in my later videos, I won't look like I woke up this way, unless I woke up that way. All right, so I think I have to start saying it now. So leave a comment. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hit that notification button, bell. Like this video. Share it with your friends. And I don't have any shout outs to give right now because I can't think of who to shout it out. But I'll give shout outs along the way to people who, yeah. So, you guys take care of each other and be nice to each other. Pray for each other. Take care of the widowed and the orphans. Don't be selfish, and be kind.